Farms Tech Ranger here, just for fun. I'm going to put on a hat here just to try and communicate a little bit on one of Mike's other ventures. This is another simulation that he has called virtualonlinefootballleague.com, or you can get to it by going to deeproute.com. Great game. You want to check it out. You like football. You always wanted to see how good you could be as a coach for football. Get in there and check that game out. I think you're going to like it. But that's not what we're here for today. Actually, though, there's a bunch of us that would like to see Mike come up with a baseball game. So we put on another hat for that. Or if you're an old-timer like me, you can go with an older version of the Red Sox. At any rate, you've heard the old expression, baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. So it's not football, it's baseball, Mike. So I'd like to see you come up with a good baseball simulation. A lot of us would love to play it. Of course, you know that phrase, baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet is not too appropriate right now, I suppose. Might have to be changed due to the economic condition of the country and the state of General Motors. Maybe we'll have to change that to football instead of baseball too, because I understand more people are watching football. So maybe that phrase should be called football, sushi, cappuccino, pecan pie, and your favorite foreign hybrid car. Anyway, things do change, times change. Today, though, we're going to go back to my favorite, and that's the horse racing hat. We're going to talk a little bit today about what I've got running this week. I've got a bunch of horses in here in some graded races. Get my notes here so that I don't get this messed up, and it might be beneficial if I put on my glasses as well, being an old guy. Let's see. I've got overall this week I have running 57 total actually running. That's an awful lot even for me. I usually run from 30 to 40, but this week I got 57 running, 9 on Friday of those. I have 2 running in a G2, I have 1 running in a G3, and I have 3 ungraded stakes runners. The odds of those, my graded 2, the 2 that I'm running in G2 races, 5 to 1 and 8 to 1 odds, so it's not too bad. My G3 is running at 5 to 1 odds. My ungraded races are running at 5 to 1, 2 to 1, and 3 to 2. So I have a good chance of picking up some wins in some stakes races this week. Last week I did well. Last week I had a grade 1 runner, a grade 2, a grade 3, and 2 ungraded stakes. Did terrible in the grade 1, is pretty usual for me. I won the grade 2, I won the grade 3, and I picked up 1 win of the 2 in the ungraded stakes races. So last week was a good week also. Let's see, this week in the Nature's Way stable, which is situated in Ireland. I have the Ireland residency. I have an older horse, a 6-year-old horse, called Anscar, who is sharp, running in a G3 in Surrey in the diolated stakes. It's a 8.5 furlong race on firm turf, purse is $150,000. So all horses 3 and up. Race number 14 on the card, and Anscar is 5 to 1 odds, which in the odds breakdown puts him tied for 3rd out of a field of 9. Anscar is a Sindor Cozine affirmed horse with 36 runs, 13 wins, 3 places, and 5 shows. Current earnings of $559,831. Preferred distance is 8 to 9.5 furlongs on the turf. Since this race is at 8.5 furlongs on firm turf, he should do well, at least from that standpoint. He's had runs at this distance quite frequently in stakes races, graded and ungraded. He had in the beginning of his career, he had ran a 99 at a G3, ran 101 in an ungraded stakes race at 8.5, won that one. Ran 107 in the next race in an ungraded stakes at 8.5, won that one. Ran in a G2, came in second with a field of 14 at a speed of 107, so it shows he can or could compete at the graded level. Ran 104 in the next race in a G2, came in third in a race and a field of 14. Next time he ran in a stakes race at 8.5, he only ran 102. Then the next one was 107 in an ungraded stakes, so he started to come back a little bit, but in his last attempt, he only ran a 96 in an ungraded stakes. And that was on, I believe, May 12th. No, I'm sorry. That was 2 races prior to this one. His best overall speed was actually done on March 21st of this year, where he ran 112 with 8.5 in an open allowance. I have a little bit of concern for Ansgar, though. He seems to have peaked probably back, I would say, maybe even more than a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. He still seems to get a spurt of speed every so often, like a lot of Sindars do, though they can run a little longer, it seems, in their careers. At least that's been my experience. But I don't know if he can step up to this caliber at this point in his career, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, that's in the Nature Way stable.